I got friends that I know that I'm only gonna hear from in a time of need. I got friends that hit me up when it's been a long time they ain't heard from me. I got friends that will just be cool if I make that call and tell him it's peak. If he puts you on a shirt, he did it for me, it's a loyalty. I got friends that won't go anywhere else, she calls me the TBE. I got friends that I call my G, couple day ones with me. I got friends that started out like that, but she turned into a queen. Back in the palace ain't where you find my royalty.
Finna black out, max out.
The next topic we're going to discuss on Boxing Bros. Which credible fighter does Wilder have the best chance of beating to revive of the fight against AJ? The reason why we're asking this question is a comment made by His Excellency Turki Al-Sheikh, and here's the comment that he made. So, of course, he was being interviewed by DAZN Boxing, and during the interview, His Excellency Turki Al-Sheikh has said Anthony Joshua versus Deontay Wilder is still a fight to make. If Wilder can make a successful comeback following his defeat to Joseph Parker, we want him to come back. That is what His Excellency has stated. So I'm going to turn it over to you, G. Mm-hmm. Who's the most credible fighter that Wilder has the best chance of defeating to revive the AJ fight, to get the public back interested in the fight with Anthony Joshua?
The best chance? So I think the two names I have is Zhang and Daniel Dubois. And the reason why is because at least with Daniel Dubois, you could kind of see the resemblance of AJ to a degree, power, but, at times the endurance may not be there. You know what I'm saying? But still punches hard with both hands. So that's a factor. Zhang, another guy, height, reach, power, So if Wilder could take one of these guys out, that's from a marketing standpoint, you could be like, hey, Wilder was just at a long layoff against Joseph Parker. You can make up a number of excuses where they could find ways to make that performance disappear, and with those two gentlemen, if Wilder could knock them out, not like, and it has to be a dominant performance too, to be honest. Like, we have to literally sell that the old Wilder is back. If, you can't have Wilder playing off the back foot anymore. So he's going to have to go for it. You know what I'm saying? And obviously that's risky because that may not work with these type of guys, especially a Zhang, right? Where you come forward, you might regret it. But, all risks could produce a large reward. And at the end of the day, you want that humongous fight with AJ. So you're going to have to just go for it. You know what I mean? Because if you fight off the back foot like you did with Parker, it's not, even if you win, you don't want to you don't want to appear as if you're timid, So he just has to, I think those two gentlemen, could showcase the old Wilder, but Wilder still has to take the necessary steps to actually show a dominant performance to actually land that AJ fight again.
Dollar Bill, which credible fighter does Wilder have the best chance of beating to revive the fight with Anthony Joshua? As His Excellency has stated, he's still interested in making the AJ Wilder fight, but Wilder needs a successful comeback fight.
With all due respect, call it a night. With all due respect, I don't see anyone that he can beat. I wish I would have said which is a credible fight does Wilder have best. See, that's the questions are wrong because y'all kill it once y'all say best chance of beating. That kills the whole question. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't think he has the best chance of beating any of the top 10 guys. You know what I'm saying? Even if I wanted to say I go in there with the kids, the younger kids, you know what I'm saying, that don't, because you have more experience over these kids, but the kids got more skills over you. So at the end of the day, I think that you should just count your blessings. You made it out with some money and you got some land and you're able to go and chill with all those beautiful babies you got. Call it a night. I had to sit back and, you know what I'm saying, just think about it. You know what I'm saying? And think about what G said like couple episodes ago. I think it was like 3 weeks ago. I think it is time for him to hang it up because I don't see anybody in the top 10 that he can beat. With all due respect.
You know,
and I like Wilder.
He said, with all due respect, no respect. You know what? It's tough, and I think Wilder has an uphill battle to climb regardless of which fighter he faces. G, you said Daniel Dubois. I think that's a really good pick because Daniel Dubois has been timid in the past, and it even looked like he needed a pep talk from Frank Warren to just even go out there and beat Gerald Miller. So I think Daniel Dubois is a solid pick. Here's some other names that I think he could fight and possibly beat. One, I don't think he can fight an American heavyweight. I don't think he's going to get the respect fighting an American heavyweight. He needs to fight a heavyweight from a different country if he wants to gain some respect. And so here are the names for me. Joe Joyce. I think that Deontay Wilder may be able to land the dynamite right hand on Joe Joyce and get him out of there. Joe Joyce is coming off of a vicious knockout. He's coming back. He has a fight lined up. But if Wilder can come back and fight Joe Joyce in Saudi Arabia, one, it's a good fight for both of them. It's a big name. It's a big name for both fighters. Whoever wins that fight kind of catapults themselves back. So it's a risky fight. Obviously, Joe Joyce can beat Deontay Wilder too. But Wilder would have the speed advantage, and Wilder has dynamite in the right hand. So maybe he lands first on Joe Joyce, and he knocks Joe Joyce out. Or Joe Joyce walks him down and catches him with one of them slow hooks, and it's lights out for Deontay Wilder. But I think Wilder has a good chance. I think that fight is 50-50, to be honest with you, Wilder Joyce. Dillian White, where is he? Where is he going?
Even in the top 10 anymore?
It doesn't matter if he's in the top 10 because he has a name. And if Deontay Wilder knocks out Dillian White, he's back in it because you know that the British public is going to watch that fight and root for Dillian White. And Dillian White has been dropped and knocked out by numerous people. He was knocked out by Anthony Joshua, knocked out by Alexander Povetkin, and knocked out by Tyson Fury. And so Deontay Wilder is the king of the leftovers, as I dubbed him a long time ago. And I think Deontay Wilder he may be able to knock out Dillian White at this point, especially if Dillian White don't got the stuff in him. So I think Dillian White's a good option. The next option is a dangerous fighter, up and coming, but I think his inexperience in Fabio Wardley. Fabio Wardley's a good fighter, but Deontay Wilder of old, I think most people would favor him to beat Fabio Wardley. So, one, it's a risky fight, but if he beats Fabio Wardley, I think he'd gain the respect of the UK. I think he has a solid chance in that fight. I think that's another pick'em fight. And last but certainly not least, maybe the most risky and the most rewarding fight for Deontay Wilder in some people's eyes, Filip Hrgović. I think if Deontay Wilder fights Filip Hrgović, and he was able to knock out Filip Hrgović, I think that would put him right back in contention for an AJ fight because there are a lot of people out there who think Filip Hrgović could give AJ trouble or even defeat Anthony Joshua. So if Deontay Wilder knocks out Filip Hrgović, I think that puts him right back up there in the discussion. So in total, I think 5 fights that were mentioned that he could take and possibly have a good chance of winning: Daniel Dubois, Joe Joyce, Dillian White, Fabio Wardley, and Filip Hrgović. The one fight that was mentioned that he should absolutely positively stay away from is Zhilei Zhang. He should stay away from Zhang and don't mess around because he won't fight again.
Let us know how you feel in the comment section. Please like and subscribe. Check us out on Instagram and Twitter. And please check out our podcast on all major streaming services. You know who you're rocking with. It's the Mighty Mighty Boxing Bros.